Here we go. Hey, Ishi, how's it going? Oh, it's been a minute. We're gonna do Templar for this one. Yeah, it's Secret World Legend. I don't remember which I had. Maybe it was this one. I think it was that. Hey, Joe. There we go. I got him. I believe I was gonna go Trickster. It was just pretty funny in the Discord that like I was setting this all up and getting ready, and then like literally I go into community content and Errol just put, so what's next? Like, that was not planned and or scripted. 0 point Pat, let's go.
Further developments in Tokyo, where the military is maintaining a heavily guarded perimeter around the site of last month's terrorist attack. The Japanese government has stated that an unidentified radical political group released a biological agent in the Tokyo subway, less than 1 kilometer from Orochi Tower. Although the area has been evacuated, there have been eyewitness reports of activity inside the perimeter, including ongoing fighting between Orochi security personnel and armed civilians. Authorities are denying these reports, and the military has barred anyone from approaching within 100 meters of the temporary perimeter fence.
You will see the end of days. You will see the dawning of a new age. To be a monarch or a beggar. To lose everything or to become a god. To stand with us or against us. The choice is yours. Remember this.
closer, child.
What do you mean, is she? That's just the normal like intro cinematic. That happens for like every character, regardless of like your faction or anything. That part's always the same. We're gonna go right. I'm gonna say probably triangle. Oh wait. That we're gonna turn off. Everything else is probably okay for now. I'm sure I'm gonna mess with more of this later. Let's see. What do you mean? Like when you first make your character, right? Like you go through character creation, like you make like you pick, you know what I mean? Like you make your character, you pick your faction, and then it has like the intro sequence, right? Where like you get stung by a bee in the throat, and you get your powers, and you go through the dream sequence, and then you go. You definitely did. Even in the original, even in The Secret World versus Secret Legends, like that part's the same. It's possible you like clicked a button and skipped the cinematic though. Because it's just the cinematic that's playing at that point. Put this over here somewhere. Yeah, but I'm not even to that part, Joe. As far as like what's played on the screen so far, like that's the same in both versions. I'm trying to fix some of these icons. Okay, it's that. And then show the timer no. Put this somewhere up here. Here, maybe that's okay. Nope, I didn't have to go with icon. Hey, Roman. Yeah, I've I've literally slept like 4 hours since I finished the last challenge playthrough, so that's cool. Actually makes it a little bit bigger. There. Alright. I think I got all that crap sorted out.
The world trembles. You must learn or be swept away.
The dead rise. You woke up in your bedroom and is transported into a small cemetery. Proceed forward and learn more about the dream that you
Haste.
So, we're not going to be spending any AP or SP on this challenge. So the only abilities will be the ones we get in the tutorial.
The dead are rising to the siren song. Destroy them. Basic abilities are as effortless as breathing, but power abilities draw upon your reservoir of energy. Lay the dead to rest. silence the call.
Oh, I know what's gonna bug the shit out of me here. It's controls, I think? I'm gonna probably have to fix some of this shit. Auto run. Should be 4. It's fine. And character B. Okay. Oh, I'm used to that being on.
Be mindful of the voices.
Listen to the voices
They
that
will
whisper
whisper
in your sleep.
You must learn focus and control. The Watchers will intervene only in dreams and only once. Every weapon becomes a unique focus for your abilities. Chaos spins in the focus you carry. Master the paradox, control the singularity, and embrace the doppelganger.
Brace the doppelganger.
Speciality Spotlight. Chaos Magic. Working with controlled chaos. Every time your chaos abilities deal damage divisible by 8, you generate 2 to 4 paradoxes.
Invisible?
Once 8 paradoxes are generated, one of 3 types of chaotic effects is triggered. A singularity
anymore.
creates rifts in the fabric.
This is actually inaccurate now.
The Rakshasa have also come to heed the song.
So I believe this is the.
But spare
I think
them
this
no
is the
mercy.
extent of our chaos
They know
abilities
not like you.
now.
The world shakes, the dead rise. You will be tested.
Yeah, the little video when you pick your weapon. Like when you get to this point, and then there's a second point where it explains the second weapon. A little bit later on.
You
are
are
cursed
cursed
with
with
free
free
will.
will.
We got circles. More circles. Like a crit or something. I've killed 10 zombies already. Let me go. Defeat 3 animated Gravekeeper. Special gear? I don't remember which chaos focus it is. Isn't there a chaos focus that gives you like an extra doppelganger or something? Is that correct? Am I thinking of something? Probably the proc talismans. I would
Revenants do
assume if I
not
can get
follow the
them.
call. They follow death.
I haven't really
You
thought about
cannot
it
leave
too
this
much.
place while it lives. Be agile. Be confident. Your life depends upon
I
it.
do love this animatic though. How to dodge. It's so good. The crow's flying out. Oh shit. Ooh. Then like the fireball hits it and it like explodes into pieces. I love this thing. It was one of my biggest... There was lots of gripes, but it was one of my biggest gripes with that Josh Strife Hayes video about Secret Legends. Where they, Joe, thanks for the gift sub to Ripla. Appreciate that, my dude. Ripla, enjoy the pregnant Sonic emote that I made. my super awesome paint thing. Joe, thanks for gifting this up to Ishi. We're watching you. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with pregnant Sonic. I made that emote myself. If that's not obvious.
Make the right choices.
Fighting eternal darkness is a fool's errand. Wisdom is the light that drives the darkness away.
Land in a dark and forgotten corridor. The way forward seems unclear. Look around for clues to pursue.
The torch, child. We speak in metaphors because alien minds cannot decipher them.
That sounds like a
path
three-body
will be
problem
equally
kind of
puzzling.
thing.
Wisdom must be your torch.
You are with
You
the
are
chosen,
with the chosen, but you must
make the
choose
right
for yourself.
choices.
Yeah, so I finished the pacifist run this morning at like, I don't know, 8 or something? Or when did I finish it? 6 or 7? I went to bed at 8. That's not correct. Yeah, so I finished it around then, and then but I didn't go to bed till like 8 a.m.
Even if this is merely
This
a dream.
is merely a dream.
I was working on, I was working on testing. Remember I said I was gonna test what my next run was? I just immediately started, like, made a new character and started testing some stuff, trying to figure out which class I wanted to start with.
They
Or-
are the
because
cats prowling
that's only
at the
abilities I'm
walls
gonna
of
have.
reality.
So I spent a bit of time
You
figuring
are
that
the
out,
mouse.
and then I
It is
came up
best
with
to
the
remain
thumbnail,
unseen.
like, picture, and then I deleted the test character. Then I went to bed, and then I got up and that was like 8 in the morning, and then I got up at noon, and now I'm here. Got up at noon to make the kids lunch. You have stepped into a seemingly abandoned facility. Stream emblems of a crimson fist can be seen in various walls and crates. Proceed with caution as traps and unseen threats are lurking around each.
A clever mouse creeps carefully to avoid stepping on a trap. It's not my
We are
place
here
to
to guide you
intervene,
to the light.
but then
Oh, I think we're gonna go all dark choices. We need them like purple.
where the cat walks, the clever mouse will walk unseen. A mouse cannot defeat a cat face to face.
Six, 9, 1.
talismans can protect you,
Level 2.
strengthen you, and focus you. But they cannot save you. Nothing can save you, but the choice will set you free one way or another.
Hurry. We have no
guys?
time to spare.
Shouldn't we consult the Council of Venice first?
Now is not the time for argument.
What was that? Something's coming out of the ground.
Go! Go now!
Don't hold anything back.
The tomb puzzle? Really? I mean, I guess I've never seen that type of puzzle before. But like, when you walk into that,
Mindful of the voices that whisper,
when you walk into that point, like
for they speak
at least the second one, the cinematic. Shit. Speaking of cinematic. Screenshots.
Good afternoon. Are you... From the look of things, I guess that question is moot. Bee problem? There's a lot of that going around. I represent an organization headquartered in London, a very large organization with branches across the globe and connections in every government, although we see ourselves as a silent partner. We pull strings, big strings, prime ministers, presidents, kings. Dark days are coming. The world is in turmoil and we're recruiting soldiers, agents, adventurers, crusaders. And we offer good terms. A fresh start, a network unlike any other, unlimited resources, a fantastic medical plan, and a way to harness and use your incredible powers. It may be a big transition, but look at it this way. This is a unique opportunity. You have been chosen. You have been granted powers beyond what most can imagine. So you can either be an outcast in a world that will never understand or accept what you've become, or you can join others like you. Take a stand against the rising darkness, and embark on a journey into the unknown, into the hidden places, into the secret world. The choice, as we're so fond of saying, is entirely yours. But know this, your emerging powers will attract plenty of attention, and not everyone is as accommodating as we are. On your own, you'll be easy prey. You might not last a week. This will get you where you need to go. There are instructions inside. Use it or don't use it, it's your prerogative. You won't see me again. I trust you'll make the right decision. By the way, our organization is called the Templars. You may have heard of us. We've been around a while. Good day.
Sorry, can't let you through without authorization. Look, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not.
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me. Do us both a favor and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth. About the secret London. About the Templars. I'd say, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside, Eldwick. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
Hey, Bomber. I got 4 hours. You just now seen that? It says that every time for the whole like every time I ever take a screenshot, it says that. That's crazy, Bomber. Yeah, if you do exclamation point challenge, exclamation mark challenge. Also, Ishi, so when you say the puzzle, are you talking about the floor one, or the one with the things on the walls? Because the one with the thing on the walls has like a cinematic when you enter, and like it shows the symbols up above the door, and then so you just gotta find the matching symbols and push them in that like left to right order, you know?
Hello?
Oh, your eyes can't move much. But I mean, that's why it has, that's why the cinematic, like, when you run in there, the cinematic, like, swoops up and looks at the top. I will admit, though, like, if you're just not paying attention, right, or you happen to, like, look away at something else while that 10 seconds goes by or something, or 5 seconds, probably not 10 seconds, probably like 5 seconds, then sure. No, I get it. It also depends if you, like, I don't know if you've played puzzle games before, but, like, I've seen people, you know, like, streaming the game, you know, like, first started, and then, like, it literally says over here, like, do this next, and there's, like, the marker in the distance right here, and they're just like, oh, I don't know what to do now, and I'm like, read the screen, dude. Like, if you, I don't know. It's not I guess it's not as, smack in your face as some other games. It's not that I've never skipped cinematics, Ripple. It's just that, like, yeah, for sure, Izzy. Like, I don't know, like, I grew up playing, like, you know, fucking Myst and shit, like, back in the 90s or whatever, right? Like, puzzle games that make you fucking pull your hair out. So, like, it's just a different approach when you're used to that kind of bullshit. Like, comparatively, this shit's pretty easy. Well, those ones are. The later investigation missions will also make you pull your hair out, but... Issue, the investigation missions in this game are not mandatory. You don't have to do them. But for example, to solve one of the missions, you have to translate Hebrew and Arabic like back and forth to each other multiple times throughout that mission. As like an example. There's also like there's one where you have to translate like Romanian. There's the Japanese one where you not only do you have to translate Japanese, you also have to do origami with the translated Japanese. So that one's super fun. You do not have to do any of them. They're not mandatory, or you could just use a guide and not have to do any of that shit. But the point is, the later investigations missions in this game go fucking hard. Yeah, Vollmer runs tswdb.com. Which, the nice thing about their guides, they have like spoiler blocks, right? So you can like click to reveal a hint, and then you can click to reveal the next hint, and eventually, if you want to, you can click to reveal the answer. But like you can like, if you're like completely stuck, you can go and like not be totally spoiled, just be like, give me a hint of what the fuck I'm supposed to do, right? And they have it like in multiple tiers of hint, you know, like a little hint, like a little bit more hint. I think it's usually at least 3 hints before like here's the actual solution. I think maybe sometimes more than 3, but definitely I think there's usually at least 3. So it's a really good resource. All right, we're gonna have a cinematic here, which I'm gonna watch, unlike Rifla.
Too late to start recycling. To go to raves to save the gorillas, to cash out those Anansi shares. There's a storm coming. Mundo Storm. Paint your glass houses shut. You don't have to take his word for it. This is a warning from the sun. It says it's old and tired and scared of death. It says you've lived as young gods for too long. Spoiled children who only need to wish for something and it'll come true. Well, those days are gone now and won't be here again. Sorry! I'll show you how it all goes down through the medium of unreliable narration. A vision of the future. This could be your lucky day. Tomorrow and all the ones after, not so much. It's a hot, wet day. You ever notice how the apocalypse always comes on a wet day? There's the smell of warm air and stale piss. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, actually electric. Sparking off the tracks, lifting and snapping your hair. A voice over the speakers that you don't hear. You itch. The black signal sounds. Lights out.
It's all shut down. Kaidencho, everything. From the park to Arachi Tower.
SDF quarantine. Good news for Tokyo, bad news for us.
I thought the dragon thrived on chaos.
Someone once told me the Illuminati had all the answers.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb.
Something worse. Something that brought the filth with it.
So we fight. That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight, it's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia!
Don't have to watch mine because you want to watch you. Fair, Rifla. Fair. Round 0. Though this must be a dream, you find yourself experiencing the aftermath of the Tokyo subway attack through another's eyes. Follow the lead of the other secret agents and work your way through the station down to the heart of the start. There is duffel bag. This is where we get, I think, our second weapon. Yep, this is where we get our pistol. Chamber roulette.
Speciality Spotlight. Pistols. Understanding the chamber roulette. Use your pistol abilities to spin both chambers. When both chambers align, your pistol's abilities do additional damage for a short while. The damage bonus increases based on the rarity of the match.
Bam. Easy peasy. I think, let's see. So we do this, that. I think we get one more thing. I think we get I want to say we get this passive, and that's the last thing we get for the rest of this playthrough.
Watch out!
Yeah.
How many have they got in there?
It's gone viral so fast. If this gets out into Tokyo...
It doesn't. We stop it here, whatever it takes.
Aww.
Thanks for the encouragement, Alex.
Let's do
Alright,
this.
but is anyone gonna eat a taco? That's what I want
Occult
to know.
disasters, right?
We really have to stop meeting like this.
Don't
No
let it
one
get
eat
on
the
you.
taco,
Don't
really?
even breathe in.
It's reacting to us. Like it knows we're coming.
This stuff can't think. It's a cancer. Cancer doesn't know you're coming, it just is.
Come on, eat a taco. Do it. You eat a taco
New
right
plan.
now.
Fight chaos with chaos. Keep the bastards at a distance, then take them out.
That's your plan?
Well, it's
A plan.
You've got points, Sarah.
Oh man, he didn't eat a taco.
incoming!
He can eat a taco at that part of the happens. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times, I think. Something like that. Because they eat tacos. We don't even eat tacos anymore. There's not really a point. They used to provide 10, I think. Tacos was a pen boost, right? Regroup with the team. I think. Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna need to use some heavier powers. Don't hold back, right?
Nice. Yeah. So we get the attack rating passive, and we get the schism passive. And I believe this is the last things we get for the entirety of this playthrough.
We'll hold them here. Make a
Because
stand.
those are mandatory, right? They're part of the tutorial. So from here on out, and actually, technically, we didn't spend SP or AP, I think, for that, right? It's just granted to you as part of the tutorial. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't... It was something in the Discord. It was like maybe a couple of weeks ago or something. I don't remember exactly, but like... It was something about how, like, so I've done 1IP Man, right? Which was, like, no gear, but, like, fucking tons of capstones and passives. And even, like, my Fist basic only run, right? Was, like, tons of passives in capstones and shit like that, right? Like, even if you didn't use the abilities, you're still spending the APSP and, like, buffing the character that way. So I was like, well, what if it just did a run-through of the reverse? I don't even remember anyone asking about it. Someone was, I think it was, at least, I mean, you might have. I literally don't remember. But it was someone was talking about something about like not leveling or something.
Take it into yourself. Breathe it out.
And I just that like triggered the thought process.
Making a stand?
Because like you can't not level. That doesn't work. You everything you do gains XP and you gain levels, but you could not spend points.
Well done.
And then like it has an interesting element in the sense that like you're very limited in your abilities. Which I had done a basic only playthrough, so that was super limited, right? But again, like that thing was like up as far as the to have like a different type of playthrough. Huh. It's entirely possible. It's got a shit memory. Maybe it came up at some point in the past and I forgot about it. But that other conversation like triggered it or something. Triggered me
Something's
thinking
coming
about
out of the ground.
What the bloody hell is that thing?
Watch out!
Well, even if okay, so to that point, Bomber, even if you only use what you learn in the so even if you only used what you learned in the tutorial, right? Like that's still not necessarily the same thing as like not spending any SP, right? Because you could do that, only use these abilities, but still like, you know.
The gate's opening.
You know what I mean? Like you could. Nice. So like you could do the similar challenge like with just using what you got, but like still buy like abilities and like passives and capstones, but not use them, right? Which would be a similar challenge but easier because you'd be able to like buff your stats. Maybe that's the difference, is like before maybe I was thinking of it in that conversation as like just those abilities, and in this case I was thinking of it.
And they will not stop. This is all to
It's the
hold
same.
us
It's a
back.
similar, not the same. It's a
Don't
similar
look for
concept,
effort.
but the concept instead
Someone
of just
has to
saying,
push through.
"Oh, I'm
This
only using these
confusion may be
abilities,"
all the time
actually,
we
no,
have.
I'm not spending SP or AP.
Someone?
So then, by definition, you're only using these, but you're also just limiting the character in that scope. That's probably why I didn't think of them
Look out!
together.
It's all coming down!
That makes sense. Cinematic.
You look like you've just seen the end of the cosmos, mate. I know the feeling. We're on the edge of it, and it's time to play your part, scene. Me and you, we're blood now, yeah? Templars for the win and that. Never mind. Looks like you've got some training to do before you're ready for your first kill. You want to do what your letter says. Go speak with Sonak at the Templars gaff. It's not far, you can't miss it. Honest, it's unmissable.
you go ahead and watch me miss it. How about that? Yeah, so I think that's the crux of it, Valmer. It's like I just wasn't I don't think of them the same, and it might be even why I kind of dismissed the idea, because I was like, well, you could do that, but I've already done like offhand only. I've already done like this basic only, and it'd be like, oh, like how is that much different? But I think what drew me to this version of it was the not spending APSP. That I was like, oh, that actually is significantly different. Oh, yeah, we don't have our weapon, right? I'm not gonna pick this shit up yet.
Hi there. What news from the Crusades? Yeah, I've always wanted to.
I wonder what's over here. Maybe I should just go this way instead. Okay, can I say this is still one of my favorite things that I like accomplished is getting up on top of this double-decker bus. The amount of timing and number of speed boosts that have to be running at the same time to jump from here and land up on top of that bus is fucking insane. It's the I want to say it's the quickness signet, it's supreme harmony, it's I think it was like sprint 6, supreme harmony, quickness signet, mount sprint with speed boost, jump.
See anything suspicious?
This entire scene, because I had pause playing before I got this. Nice. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, this is a Templar character. That's probably why. The lots of the content is the same, but the intro is different for the like not the cinematic, like the first cinematic is always the same, like where you like get stung and you wake up and explode or whatever, but like and the dream sequence is the same and the subway sequence is the same. But the other cinematics, like with like you know, me in London here, like that would be different.
I'm looking for new demons for the Crucible. Someone's broken.
So like if you're Illuminati, you don't go to London, you go to New York, and if you're Dragon, you go to Seoul. All right, we're gonna have our Templar introduction to our faction handler cinematic.
Come in. Come in. I'm very pleased you can follow directions on the back of a card. It is the basis for us getting along famously. Of course, with an establishment like this, we're practically in the yellow pages under Crusaders. Richard Sonnack. So, you heeded our call to arms. You have questions, I can furnish you with answers. Some answers. To begin with, you haven't strayed into some atrocious Dan Brown airport paperback. We are not the Knights Templar. That particular appellation went out in the 1300s along with page boy haircuts and burnings at the stake. No, we run a 21st century, well, let's say a forward-facing organization, but one with its strength in ancient bonds of tradition, in loyalty, in blood, and, to be perfectly frank, in a sizable private army. Our firm guidance is needed to save the world from itself. We have kept the matters of squabbling secret societies and loathsome dimensions discreet, until the shadows began to peel back across the globe, until these darkest of days came upon us. Now, the evidence is on television for pity's sake. We are at war. Might will make right, and it will fall upon us to judge the correct application of might. It falls upon you as a soldier of the Templars. Show me that you have the will, and we can teach you the way. Your remarkable powers can be honed and controlled, at least to less disastrous effect on property values. There is a private training area which we have reinforced for just that purpose. Come back and see me after.
They arguably did have, like, one of the best training areas. The Crucible. Got a bar.
Here, you'll need this. It's how you get your instructions and submit your reports. Don't go off the grid. You'll find that nobody here likes a loose cannon. Go on now.
And then, like, instead of training dummies, they just have, like, captured demons for targets. Pick up our phone.
You'll need this. It's
how to that.
Initializing field performance module. DNA encoding recognized. Syncing. Sync complete. Field performance module online.
Bam. Find everything you need is Brigadier Lath. Your weapons will, of course, need to be upgraded if they're going to be in use. Don't take too long. We have an urgent matter to discuss. Come see me as soon as you finish. R. Sonic. Alright, we can upgrade our weapon. Sacrifice any talisman to strengthen existing talisman. Sacrifice any weapon to strengthen an existing weapon. Get your secondary weapon. Pistol. Bam. Get more trash to throw at it. Doppelgangers! Alright, exit the Crucible. Someone turn on the AC in the house? What the fuck? It's cold as shit now. I think we have another cinematic?
Yes? The time has come to discuss your upcoming excursion to the colonies. I'm afraid it's business, not pleasure. Recently, a small island community on the New England coast dropped off the map. You can disregard the tiresome government cover-ups. There are dark forces at play. Solomon Island is a rock with infamy. In the past, it was trafficked by the Illuminati before they joined the rush to New York. You should be aware that we have history with the Illuminati, acrimonious history. Of course, under the flag of truce, we have spat and made up, and now we are the closest of enemies. All smiles above the table and drawn knives beneath it. Illuminati are reckless and cannot be relied upon to clean up their own messes. We must find the root of whatever doom has come to Solomon Island. But let me stress that this is not a rescue operation. Should there be survivors, you cannot announce that you've been chosen to deliver anyone from evil. Joan of Arc did, and look where that got her. Our goal is the salvation of all mankind, not on a case-by-case basis. I understand that may stick in your throat, but, well, halos are fading all over town now that there is so much more at stake. Leave as soon as you can. Your travel arrangements have already been made at the Eldwick Underground. I'll be in touch.
Who's this? Wait, it's John Constantine. Mr. Constantine, come back. Galligan. Go to Eldwick Station.
Oh, for pity's sake, tuck your shirt in.
Aye, here comes the cavalry.
Here comes the cavalry.
This is the shipping forecast from
Agartha. Conveniently spray painted on the wall.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. And by my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. This underground realm, like the Great British Rail System, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now, you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers. Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
Step on to the Agartha pad. We gotta do this first. Yay. And this is why saying what zones are in the game is not spoilers. As soon as you click this, you can see New England, Egypt, Transylvania, Tokyo, South Africa. This is why talking about locations in the game is not a spoiler. That's because of this right here. You're gonna know. Not to mention the fact that if you walk up to any of these pads, it tells you. Besieged farmlands, shadowy forests, Carpathian things in Transylvania. Like, you know what I'm saying? It came up in the Discord before that people were saying like, oh, you know, saying there's Transylvania is like a spoiler. Like, it's not. Fucking not remotely true. Locate the New England Agartha pad. Yay, we get login rewards. Yeah, okay, we can do, okay, yes, okay, we can do this. That out there. And then, what else? What else? I think it's probably it for now. Alright. Kingsman. Tally-hoo!
Promoted. Faction rank
Level
increased.
3.
Congratulations, novice.
Oh, yeah, what, for the trickster outfit. That's right. I don't remember what outfit we got. Trickster title. I have 2 cinematics here, like back to back.
Oh, don't worry, kid. You haven't gone back in time. I just happen to be the last of the cowboys. Got your southern welcome right here. Mesquite beans, Texas style. Good ought to face evil on a full stomach. Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter. You and I need to have a powwow before you continue your little crusade. You Templars may be taking the high road, but just watch you don't get saddle rash from the high horse, okay? Sure, you can be divided in purpose, but we gotta stand united against darkness. This ain't my first rodeo. I know we're gonna need all the unity we can get. Don't mean to say you stepped into hell, but when the wind blows west, you can just about smell the brimstone. All we know is death and fog came from the sea, or someone brought it back with them. And if I was a gambling man, I'd put money on that someone still being around. Bunch of survivors holed up in Kingsmouth town. Follow that main road and the sound of gunfire, and you'll come to the sheriff's office. Kid, whatever your reasons for being here, you find out what those people died for, and you bring a reckoning. This forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for 2 matters. One, the other, figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be, but nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid. Saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man.
Mission tracker on the right of your screen will automatically switch to the current mission. Kill zombies in the area surrounding Jackson. Let's go, punks! Yep. This is all I get. Spent a stupid amount of time this morning figuring out which class I wanted to start as. I almost went Fist Blood, but like, I don't like, it would just be Sanctuary as the offhand ability, and I didn't like that. There's a couple of options where like, I liked the primary weapon, I thought it'd be fun to try, but like, then the offhand ability was fucking, I don't know, annoying. And not like, not super useful. Not that Sanctuary is not useful, but like, I don't know. I didn't want to do that. Yay, our first challenge is done. Get the side mission. Relates for Andy. Good work on the report. Information regarding the reanimated dead is useful, though not particularly surprising. Jack Boone, now there's a familiar name. Pops up reports everywhere. Man travels far and wide and always seems to be on site before agents. His factional allegiances are unknown, though he does not appear to be associated with either Women or the Dragon. Pay to keep an eye on him. Fist Blood would be horrible, at least with Fist main. Tried even with AP and SP, I had more DPS swapping to Blood Fist without anything. I mean, it wouldn't really matter for the story. Like, you'd have to probably invest in a second hit clip or something, because you wouldn't have any hit rating passives. Not that I would have those anyways with this playthrough challenge, but
see you later.
The thing about the thing about Fist Blood for this style playthrough is you actually get access to more abilities, because one of the abilities you get with Fist is Frenzied Rat, which technically opens up 3 additional abilities when you enrage, right? So for this particular challenge, I was looking pretty heavily at Fist, and just for that alone, right? Because it kind of like sneaks in some extra abilities, essentially. But I didn't like the offhand with Sanctuary. I like the dynamic of playing like Fist melee, like that's fine. I just didn't like the only other thing I could do is like spam Sanctuary. I mean, Rifla, I did do the Foot Fistway challenge run, right? Where I was walking on the treadmill and using only Fist Basic the entire fucking run, including Tokyo. Like, you can do it. It takes a little bit.
Critical empowerment results.
I'm gonna pull off on that for opposite of a speed run? Yeah, well, that's true. There's like no chaos tanks out there practically. I don't remember. I would have sworn there's one. Also, this is overpriced as fuck. Dark Mysteries of Restoration Mark III for 77,777. That's stupid. We can get Sovtech harmonizers. Actually, I'm gonna buy that, I think. You get what free? Look at that next. But to get what? You mean the weapons? Yeah, I'm doing it like I just earned this currency. I killed 50 monsters, so it gave me 1,000 marks of favor, and so I'm using that in-game currency on the auction house to buy the item. That's what you mean, right?
Heck if I know where you folks keep coming from, but anyone who walks through that door alive pretty much gets my amnesty. Something in your past colors you sourly to a badge, I'd ask you to call it quits in return. We agreeable? Well then, I'm Sheriff Bannerman, and this down-home little state of emergency is what's left of my jurisdiction. Sure, we tried to hold as much of the town as we could at first, more out of nostalgia than any civil defense plan. I won't tell you Kingsmouth was a slice of heaven in a snow globe, but it was ours. Now it ain't. There was always something running under in this town. Maybe what's spilled out now. If that's how it works, I couldn't say hand on heart we didn't have it coming. But that fog, and the things in it, they didn't pick and choose when they came in. Most folks didn't stand a chance. Now, I can see you're armed. I won't kick up any fuss about that. Straight truth is, you'll need to be. Just don't go thinking that means you're deputized as such. Heaven knows if there was ever a time and a place for the right to bear 'em, you're looking at it. Henry has his word of God, that Roger woman has her crystal ball, and Norma out on the point's got a 12 gauge. My money's on Norma.
Okay, I gotta remember not to spend the SP80. Holy shit. Alright. Complete the mission horror show.
Well, sure wasn't in our yearly budget to put the town under martial law. No, the good old boys on the council were all about thrifty spending, at least above the table. So I squirreled away where I could for some surveillance equipment. Police business, sure, let's call it civic awareness. I'm talking your webcams, your motion sensors. Oh, don't look so surprised. Kingsmouth might be out in the sticks, but we have electricity and everything. Running water in tourist season. Come back when this whole damn mess is blown over, I'll give you the tour far as the old lighthouse. But, to get to the point of it. Seems to me we should bring that gear out of mothballs and get it hooked up around town. Gives me some early warning and the others a break from my collection of Jeopardy reruns.
Okay, check the phone book. Retrieve the camera, the gas station. Oh look, I can subscribe. Hey, let me across the fence, you fucker. Oh, someone killed the champions over here. Yeah. Bummer. the camera from the settings alone. On to the mining museum. Oh, I'm not gonna have ladder climb for this run. At least not the easy one with shotgun. Yeah, Hosea, this is the one that needs changing. Have it done before I'm back from Bangor. New cameras in the basement. Remember to fill out the repair form and help. Sorry, and file it with team admins. James Morris. Mining museum basement. Oh yeah, Ripla, the Dark Agartha ones, I don't remember if the pistol one's good. I don't think I would use the Chaos one. I don't think. Because I think those passives are like tanky. I don't think... I think there's a different Chaos Focus I want. It's more damage related. I think I remember the pistol one being bad, though.
I think you should go away. You should go away now. You need to go away because I'm not feeling very stable right now.
I could be wrong, but I would swear the pistol was one of the ones where the passives were kind of like not good. Oh, yikes. Let it finish its rotation. Aww. Achievement! Woohoo! Yeah, the first legend. Hey, this is the one that's in the subway. Built number 1. Huh. So that's why there's not one there, if you've already picked that up. I think I ran into that before, and I was like, isn't there normally a legend here? That's why. On that playthrough, I must have picked it up in the subway. So many accuracy glyphs? Nah. I mean, just need one really good one. Probably. I mean, okay, to be fair, probably 2. Probably 2. It's better to have leveled ones, though, than a bunch of... just a... The number of times I've inspected people's builds and walking by and they have, like, 5 accuracy glyphs of, like, varying, you know, crude blue, simple green, simple blue, like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, stop doing that. We still need to collect legends and all that crap because we need to actually like level. Alright, we need the XP. Even if we don't spend the SPAP in order to progress the game, you need to gain levels to get past the level gates, right? So I also made the game harder on myself by making this guy the shortest height possible. I mean, I get that, Joe, but also it's just like it doesn't make sense. Like why you wouldn't just work on one as opposed to working on a bunch, like just from like a pure like math like stats perspective. Or like maybe two, but not like just varying random ones. And then like you'll see like the good one, like the intricate blue will be like on the offhand weapon or some shit, and you're like, what in the fuck is the point of that? I mean, it's different if you're doing it on purpose. Like, I'm doing something stupid on purpose, right? Good news. Good news, everyone! The camera system you've installed is up and running on our end as well. It is tactically useful for the local officers to see incoming threats. However, we are particularly keen to analyze visual data of the enemy from an R&D perspective. The janitor you encountered showed symptoms of an unfamiliar infection. There were signs of humanity in the midst of his tentacular mutation. We hesitate to classify him without more data. Item power. Remember the number of pips at the bottom of your item. Common, uncommon, rare. Rumored that certain extraordinary items will grant you additional unique powers. That's the red background.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
I want to get side missions. I guess we have to probably do Elm Street Blues first. Maybe? Yeah, I guess we'll just do this.
Good to see you. Jeez, you never saw anything like this in the cop shows. Well, maybe on cable, not the network ones. You wouldn't know it from looking out there, but before that wicked bad fog rolled in, Kingsmouth was a sleepy little burg. Nothing stronger on the streets than a hot cup of coffee and chocolate-glazed donuts from Susie's. The occasional DUI or domestic disturbance. Human sacrifice. But every town has a dark side, right? We sure are getting a heaped help in the darkness now, eh? The Walking Dead and worse besides taking over our town. Us survivors hold up in here, hoping it's all just a bad dream and we'll wake up to the smell of bacon and maple syrup. But unless someone ups and does something, and soon, all we're gonna wake up to is the smell of rotten flesh. And I don't need another thing to remind me of my dad. Halloween does bring back the memories, eh?
Indubitably, good sir. Indubitably.
Those kittens, jeez.
Step into my circle. Yeah. The northern barricade.
You gotta get to the north barricades before they do. See if you can't head him off at the northern barricade.
Doppelgangers for a
Those
second.
zombies are making a mess of that north barricade.
Stop lying. Or not. I got this shit.
We got some more trouble on the south barricade. Coming in from the south side now.
I killed 100 zombies.
We got some more trouble on the south barricade. They're taking that southern barricade apart.
Really? I don't think they are.
Looks as though we got the situation under control for now.
What's this wee business? Level 6. You guys are dealing with bigger problems here than just the reanimated dead. Name Drow is ringing a lot of bells around here, and I'm told we have plenty of information on these marine creatures on record. On ancient record. We still use more information, particularly about the larger varieties with the lobster claws and the general ecology. On that note, they do have some excellent shellfish in that region, worth looking into if you work up an appetite. Let's see. I could get that, but let's check things here. Yeah, none of that shit's something I'm anywhere near getting, probably. Except for maybe the medallion. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna grab this, I think. I have to go to Garth to get them, though. Any cool cosmetics? The bloody pants, black and purple. Oh, Shocking Steps green out there for like a bajillion dollars. I'm actually gonna get that. Just because. Alright, so we still have empowerment. Find Norma Creed. You know what? I'm gonna get the animal well, I think, over here. And I'm gonna go to a card. Actually, no, I'm gonna get the side mission first. The Hunger.
Visual tracking
Wendigo
initiated.
one, right? So we have the Wendigo and then the Wisps one, right? And that will be our side mission challenge this time.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
First champion. Climb the tree. Where are these guys? Ooh, got a pistol. Get this other champion one over here too. Get him, boys. Man, I was hoping for a gadget. Why am I... Okay, where's the... Must have somehow missed the blood trail. There we go. Now I'm triggered it.
Visual tracking initiated. Visual tracking initiated.
Dude, every instinct is telling me to open the window and spend the SP-80. That's gonna take a minute to get used to. To not doing that. The Wendigo are scary. Yeah, they're cannibals. They were cannibals? I think, Joe, I think it'll be easier once they cap out. Once they're both capped at 50, I think it'll be less of an issue. I did unlock that. I already unlocked the animal world? Alright, well, cool. Spend them in DA only? I really don't think I'm going to do Dark Agartha that much on this guy. Even if I did it once, Rivla, like the first one's free, and you get like something... You get like 5 free tachyon things or something. Like if you go, you get your first one's free, and you go in and you just use the vendor, the custodian vendor, you get another free one. I think you get one for finishing it, and you get one for missing the jump to the platform. Like, you get... You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I probably would only ever really do, like, one on this guy anyways, just, as, like, to get the thing from it. Yeah, I won't have an elite. Yep, that's true. What is... I think there's one out there right now. I don't remember what the one's called for chaos. But I don't think I see it. It doesn't matter then. I don't remember this. That. Take this. Put this in here. This in here. Oh, that's gonna piss me off. This is okay. Oh wow, I have 4K now. Look at me go. Yeah, there's not a ton out there, man. It's pretty bought up at the moment. Yeah, see, Dark Mystery is all the cat. Like, it's all. I mean, yeah, I guess the only one to be useful there probably is technically maybe long-term chaos, but like I don't know, it doesn't really quite matter. But I'm pretty sure there's a chaos focus that gives you like an extra doppelganger or something. I think. Yeah, we'll wear those pants. Like no clothing whatsoever. All right, Norma Creed. Oh wait, we can get the we get the dance achievement thingy. Woo. Woohoo, achievement. Oh, I should get sprint too. All right, now we're running a little faster now. That's definitely worth the marks. All right, back to finding normal. Oh, I forgot to set the show local telesplash thing. There. I won't get the loading screen when you port in the same level. This should be a cinematic, I think. Alright, well, it will be when I fix them.
Oh, yeah. You'd think these wet bits would just fizzle on the bonfire, but no. They sparkle like kindling wood. That's heartening. Ah, geez, what a mess. Good thing I'm not particular. Now I'm used to getting my hands dirty. Fish guts, childbirth, sutures, the dead. Yeah, maybe I was born for this work. Ah, that don't sound right. Nobody's made for this ungodly work. Except maybe this old thing. So I kill and I chop and I burn, but there's more of them every day, and I feel like I'm pushing a very big stone up a very steep mountain, and it keeps rolling back down. What do you call that? Sisyphean? Or is that when you get a burning in your privates? My idea of culture is reruns of Cheers and, you know, not ancient Greek mythology. Well, the old gal ain't a proper match for everything that turns up on my doorstep. Seems she's too much for most of it. Spreads a bone and dead man's guts all over the place. There's no time to gather it all up before we're right back up in the thick of it. And they never stop coming. They never stop coming.
Like I said, remember to spend your ability points. What now? My what now? What you talking about, Willis? I am not a part of your system, okay? Look, someone else's chaos and pistol. Look at us go! Select the body part. Where are the body parts? On the bonfire. It's the party. Alright, go kill some shit. Dude. Excellent combat. Took a while to come out of combat there. One wet zombie. 2, 3, 4. So that one up. Trying to save the most legends for later, but if they're drop legends, I'll grab them.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
I'm gonna go grab the side mission, I think, while I'm over here. Oh, you know what I didn't look for? I didn't look for Gadget. That is something I did not look. And we're definitely going to be going to get that. But a Mythic Bashojin for under a K? Pretty good. Pretty darn good. So I think we now need to go back to the bonfire for both the side mission and the main mission, right? Oh, you mean like the... No, wait. Don't they come up here? Or do you mean like the male? Idle Nurgle is cursed, as you have no doubt witnessed. Cadian god of the underworld summons the dead whenever he feels threatened. When first recovered the idol, they put it on display at one of their infamous council parties. Imagine how that turned out. It's just like them to dig up something dangerous and then toss it into a cave somewhere. There are things in this world better left undiscovered. They must be found better at by now. Damn. Examine focus fires. It's fine.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
I'm in the circles. Yeah. All the circles. Man. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. No, it's fine. This one. Them boys. Let's go. Inland undead are scavengers, but you must respect their numbers and their speed. Those that shamble on the shore are similar in nature, though even more closely tied to the drop. Those are the most autonomous and industrious of the undead. They spent their lives practicing black arts and bowing to all manner of atrocity. Centuries of sleep has apparently done nothing to eliminate old habits. Former primordial priests, banished magi, worshippers who sacrificed and were sacrificed, who knows what else. Something that black soil nurtured their mystical talents and inspired them to rise rejuvenated. Alright, Ishi, thanks for hanging out. See you too. Level 7. The helicopter. there. Just gonna get these ones that I'm near so I don't get these later. Also, we're gonna start nearing like level gate territory, I think. Fairly soon. Oh, I have red chambers. Fuck yeah, dude. Get him. I'm gonna go see Norma. I believe then sends us to the Lady Margaret. I think.
Well now, I'm not much fit for entertaining, but I reckon you ain't much in the mood for hospitality either, am I right? Oh, I'm not a big talker, eh? I'm used to that from a surly husband, and kids more comfortable with kicking a ball around and having a conversation with their ma. Name's Nama. Nama Creed. Raised a family up here. Before this dungeon thick fog came, took 'em is my story. Helen sent you over to check on me, I reckon. Now, your concern is wicked kind, but I don't need any pitying. I got my shotgun, I got what's left of my wits. I'll manage. Now, this hullabaloo began after the Lady Margaret came back. My husband Larry, the others, we all thought that they'd gone missing out there, that the sea took them. They came back. Whole town could finally breathe again. But then came that fog. Like it was following them back to shore. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. Don't ask me where I got that from. Probably heard it on Oprah. Never got to ask Larry about what happened in those weeks they were gone. Been around gift horses long enough not to look him in the mouth. He was back. Thought life would go on the way life goes on, one day at a time. When the fog lifts enough to see the Lady Margaret laid up in the harbor, covered in that red seaweed, I always wonder if he'd still be here if I had.
Investigate the Lady Margaret. Captain's log. Stardate. Lucky you're writing this. Can't believe what happened. Shouldn't believe it. What Doc Bannerman would say. Shrink's going to be earning his pay when we get home. If we get home. Larry and his boy, Derek, are clammed up. Joe's real fevered in this thing. Still shining like a flashlight. Over my shoulder, I swear I still see that. Pick up the more bullets for Andy's side mission. Debbie Annie here. I hope I'm not bothering you. Your boss managed to contact Sheriff Bannerman. She thought it would be a good idea for a team to have your contact. It was you too late when you stopped earlier. You're already running down towards the docks. There's 2 folks on my duty. Ha! Glad you came back. When you get to opportunity, can you swing by and say hello? I'd like to share some observations.
Namaste.
Namaste to you as well.
You spooked the heck out of me, and I figured I was fresh out of scares.
Hey, an actual chaos focus. That's nice.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
Lady
The
Margaret.
Lady Margaret was a traumatic experience for everyone on board. They were changed men when they came back. I visited with all of them in the days following their return. In my office, there are detailed transcripts of our sessions. I'm afraid it all happened so fast that day there was no time to pack. I hope they may shed some light on what happened out there.
Okay, this clinic. So we got missing persons side mission, and we have the curious case of Joe Slater side mission. We're gonna need all this crap to hit the level gate anyways. It's not crap, but I mean, sorry. All these things are gonna be necessary to do. Oh shit, I can do these too? Ah, cool. I guess I didn't realize I hit the level gate. But these are... they're level gated. I didn't realize I hit it already. There's snow, nor rain, nor zombie. Challenge complete. More money. Woo-hoo. Person in here, guy.
Critical empowerment results.
Voice.
Critical empowerment results.
Bam. Trigger that one. dodge half the time. What is that about? Oh, Susie's not there. I can't dodge when my push to talk's down. Push to talk is something. That's the problem. Oh, she respawned. Come on, dude, let me out of combat. Okay, so now we'll push talk down. Nope. Still doesn't. The fuck? Still somehow fucking it up. Maybe now? Yeah, okay, now I can dodge while talking. That was like super weird and annoying. I couldn't. It's like, why can't I dodge half the time? Nice. Okay, it's this one. This is the first investigation mission. You can inspect the CD case. Vivaldi, The Four Seasons by Vivaldi. And then this framed photo. I held a minute under fireworks set to The Four Seasons, which is by Vivaldi. Handwritten note. Hope you enjoy the sea. It's only by Vivaldi. The flags have in stock. So Vivaldi is like all over the place, right? And then you go to the computer and you can type hint for the password. My favorite composer. Oh, I know. Vivaldi. There we go. Easy. Let's see. They came to me after Lady Margaret went back to the harbor. All of them needed help, so I arranged separate interviews. It's early to tell, but something clearly happened on that ship. And we're now ready to solve investigation missions. And we are now level 9. Nice. go get this legend while I'm over here. Pretty sweet looking.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
That didn't look like it should have hit me. Must have drawn really wrong.
Critical empowerment results.
Okay, where we go? Let's go back out this way. Ever feel like you're not getting ahead? Do they start you at the bottom and make you go down? I bet you all office parties start at 5 and at 7. Not everyone's full of shit. I'm watching you and you like what you see. Ever been in New York? This is not an invitation. This never happened. Just something to think about. Later, Gator. Oh, those loomies. Should be like a... one of the papers should be this way or something, right? Somewhere? There we go. There's one. Get Mr. Freely, I guess. Oh, wait. That's cool. Which paper? Where's the paper I'm missing? Oh, there it is. I didn't realize that one was still alive. Find Joe Slater. He's in the sewer. Reach character level 12. You level up before you venture forth. New main mission, new side mission. Scope of Reach. Adam Rosette, Henry Hawthorne, some of the places you might still be needed for him. What level are we? Level 9. And we do need like 4 main missions just for the challenges. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Right. We just have a free port to Agartha. I'm gonna go get the Bashosian that I got, that I purchased. Hey! How's it going? Happened to Desolation Jones? I finished the run this morning at like 6 in the morning. You done. Completed. It's Desolation. That part was right. I think. It's Desolation Jones. So. It's Desolation. Yeah, Desolating is just because I couldn't fit the name. I had to remove one of the letters. By the way, the same thing was true of the first Pacifist run. Tranquility Jones. That also was short a letter because it wouldn't fucking fit. Both Pacifist characters, their names like are butchered by one letter. But if you look at the thumbnails and the titles for both runs, they're spelled correctly there. Dude, fucking Akhenaten took for goddamn eternity. The next speed boost is 20k. That's probably not happening for a while. I don't think I need a drone anytime soon. I could probably get one cheaper anyways eventually. Yeah, Akhenaten, the Nightmare in the Dream Palace Akhenaten took like 7 streams, I think. And a fuck ton of time in between each stream leveling. It can in fact be measured. Necromancer measured it and it's a 6. We've confirmed it is indeed a 6. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. Whoa. Okay. Dude, that death clip that you clipped on was pretty great, where I was just like dying like infinitely. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Everything's viable as DPS, yeah. The thing, okay, so the thing I'm doing with this character, you can also do exclamation mark challenge, is I'm not spending any AP or SP. This is the shit you get from the tutorial. The only actives and passives I have are from the tutorial. I'm not spending any SP or AP. 0 point. 0 points. 0 AP or SP points. So what you see on my bar is what I'm going to have on my bar for the entire rest of the playthrough. So we've got a single target basic. We've got AoE attack off from the main hand, single target attack from the offhand, and we've got the chaos entropy like boost. I think it's like a increases the damage and crit power. Oh, and it gives a purge, I guess.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Spooked the heck out of me, and I figured I was fresh out of scares.
Roundnet. Andy's appeared with the sea monsters and have potentially slow their advance. Kill Drog and destroy their pod. Find out if he's honest.
Now the Walking Dead? I can wrap my head around that. They're dead folk, just walking is all. But those other things? Tall and pale, slimy as maggots? They washed up with the fog. They came and dragged the townsfolk out to sea. Drowned them. Just like my dad with the kittens. He took them out to sea in a garbage bag. Said they were gonna go for a swim. Said they needed the exercise. They never came back. A few years later, neither did my dad. Jeez, I still miss those kittens. The townsfolk, they did come back, dragging what looked like eggs. The big ones, they come out of those eggs, like something from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They're littered all over the place and guarded, and I'm thinking to myself, Andy, that's gotta mean something. That's gotta be a clue. Why keep an eye on something if it ain't valuable? That's police work. That's deduction, plain and simple. So I'm thinking, what came first, the maggot or the egg? Obviously the egg, right?
Reminder to spend APSP. The what now? What are you talking about?
Sure is good to see someone.
Dude, the SP is already at 39. Midnight in the game. Oh hey, the champion's up again. Going to the harbor, gonna kill a lot of drugs. Do 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 do. maulers and pod. I was saying both of them. Nice. Oh, cool. Incubator. Those counted. Those really counted. They were like spawned from the sack or newborn. Excuse me, sir. Need one more incubator. It's got red chambers. Kill the Digger Lord. I see him. I see him. Received word from R&D that this data is giving us fresh insight into drug behavior. Here to have a more complex ecology when we first thought. Random corpses serve as incubators for the drug cogs. The female's eggs are implanted through some sort of tentacular energy transfer. Given our research team a lot to think about, hopefully in time it will give us an edge over these creatures. Alas, not in time to save Kingsmith, but you can not win every skirmish. This is, after all, going to be a very long one.
Critical empowerment results.
I need to read the medical report. Never went back and finished that side mission.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
First time seeing Joe Slater. Believe he's always suffered from mild hypomania. His business with Lady Margaret has just brought it to the fore. Hypnosis was a bust. Joe doesn't want to remember whatever happened out there. Got him speaking in tongues. Well, a tongue called around the Harvard boys to say it's old Icelandic. Now, where the hell does the townie pick that up? Paranoid episodes becoming more violent, not towards others, towards himself. Convinced he's being hunted. Convinced he's changing. He self-harmed last night, lacerating his arms and chest. Claimed he was trying to cut out the new skin. Seeing a serious physical reaction to his self-harming, it's beyond me now. All I can give him are sedatives. He needs secure care.
Promoted.
Level 10.
Faction rank increase. Let's go. Congratulations, follower.
I can go into dungeons. In Shambhala.
You seem to have produced an unqualified success. Hopefully one of many successes in our future, for the sake of all concerned.
Supply run.
Ain't this a heck of a thing? 3 years without firing a shot, other than putting down some animal got itself hit by a truck. These past nights, we've gone through bullets like candy at Halloween. I used that jail cell to dry out old paperwork mostly, or Bill Dexter when he'd had a bad one. Now I've got all these folks good as locked in here, and no sleeping it off for the morning either. The way things are headed, I'm seeing us outlasting our supplies. Not by much, if it comes to that. Andy finds what he can, but with the cruisers stuck propping up the barricade... So I'm obliged to anyone who'll poke around town a piece. Bring in the essentials. We can call it requisitioning. I don't think the store owners will be writing this one off as an act of God.
On in the phone book? Who dis? Mistral. IP 222. Susie's Diner. That has like a weird extra block there or something. Nice. Oh. Look, the ammunition boxes. Reed Bros. Reed Brothers Hardware Supply. Jury rigged protector. Waits. Pharmacy. Phone book. Fire station for aid. We can teleport or we can run. We want to pick up some side missions on the way just to help with the leveling. Boxes.
Visual tracking initiated.
Get the lost cell phone thing. The squid goes this way, I think. Come on. Being a dick. There we go. Someone's all the way down here. On skate, Danny.
Critical empowerment results. Critical empowerment results.
Back here, I guess. Finish supply run.
I'll be
Oh, duh.
Now come back without a pizza.
Hitting the locals in the face of the inevitable. Your tenacity is admirable, but perhaps a bit blue-eyed. On a positive note, you've provided us with some useful data of Kingswood Town. For a clearer picture of the situation at hand, it doesn't look good, at least for the unfortunate civilian population. We still have a decent chance of containing the threat, and that's what you're there for. Can I do the Norma's investigation yet? Yeah. I wanna grab this. Something wicked.
There's a pressure building, the kind that comes before a storm when it builds and builds but just won't break. Yeah, the Ravens, they feel it too. Last time I saw them like this, when the trees were more birds than branches, there were murders. Yeah, that was back in 2002, tail end of a long and wicked hot summer. By August, the whole town smelled rotten, and we hadn't seen a drop of rain since June. When the storm finally broke and the Ravens flew, the killings stopped. Never believed what the paper wrote about that vagrant, neither did Helen, despite those boys in city council leaning on her. Well, she took a beating. Could have hurt her career, but she was right. Wasn't human hands cut those girls open. An unkindness of Ravens, isn't that what they call it? My idea of reading is the TV guide, not anything that could charitably be called literature. But even I know signs and portents when I see them.
Find more information about the murders. Okay. We want to go to Main Street. Ooh, here's candy. The fuck is that? That's such a weird little spot. Killer charged! Transient farmhand Larry Checken has been formally charged with the murders of Kingswood girls. Counties who had been holding an all-night vigil on Elm gave an emotional response to the announcement this morning. It marks the end of a summer of horror that scripted a little town for 3 months, and state police manhunt making mainland news. Sheriff Bannerman would not make further comment on the case head of the state. Press briefings, she has however asked attorney to remain calm while justice works its course. The Chronicle, many of our readers have questioned the efficiency of the Solomon County Sheriff's Office, but there will be time for those questions in the months following the trial.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Whatever the good old boys didn't whitewash should still be on file.
Death of suspect Chacon Larry in custody. Alone with suspect at 1 a.m. went over his full written confession for multiple redacted. Multiple inconsistencies with his story and events, including redacted. You asked my ghost for the truth, Sheriff. Chacon took his own life in the cell between the hours of 4 and 5 a.m. Discovered at 7 a.m. Seen already. Redacted. All standing work on investigation to be closed. Examine the cell for more clues, but you can't get in the cell. You can get in it when you're dead. There's Larry. The White Raven's Whisper. Golden Girls' sorrowful secrets are never told. All the birdie.
For a girl, 5 for silver, 4 for a boy, 2 for joy, 6 for gold.
Gold.
2 for joy.
Need girl.
4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 3 for a girl. 5 for silver, 4 for a boy, 2 for joy, 1 for sorrow.
Sorrow.
7 for a secret.
Secret never to be told.
Look at
Find
Jack the lad. You found him.
Jack-o'-lantern.
We'll do this dance again.
One day you must describe where you went and what you saw during this latest excursion. Expect I showed me to drink while you do so. Jack the lad, an Irish boy who came to Kingston family. He'd been a tad old to commit those recent murders. The stranger things have happened as you tirelessly test. Whatever his fate, it offers further evidence of the occult energy on the island. I'm pleased that you were willing to go to such lengths to uncover it. Also suitably concerned. Got a pet, and we get combat headset. Alright, let's do this guy's first main mission. Sacred Place.
Blessed are the meek, but doubly blessed are those who do the Lord's work boldly. It is through His grace that we find sanctuary in His house, when His house is besieged by zombies. Not to belittle the Lord's work, but perhaps the Illuminated Ones made this place a safe place through some conjuration of theirs. Blessed by the Lord, of course, or at the very least, tolerated. Whatever the providence of our sanctuary, it extends no further than the doorstep. Even the cemetery spills over with the devil's spawn. I've tried prayer, I've tried my 44, but Satan's wearing Kevlar, and Bible thumping just pisses them off.
Draw zombies into the church. Bam. When you're back this way, you get knocked to the defense post, so it doesn't knock you as far. Fine. Otherwise, it knocks you like way farther. Whoa, I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh, fuck off, man. I was closer to you on the other side. Doesn't make any sense. Now we can get this mechanic to kill the champion as long as we aggro him before it goes off. All the challenges are done for the day. Illuminati Magi are all revisionists, but every now and then they do get it right. This holds more than its share of Illuminati secrets. Knowing their poor ties to Christian history, you are as likely to discover these secrets as they are. Wards in the church are maintained by used ancient symbols. Your attempts to apply them showed hopeful results, but these things cannot simply be replicated and reproduced. Advanced animate techniques require ancient foundations and years of accredited study. Hey, we got a unification susceptibility module gadget. A dead run up to the well up here. It'll just be faster. We're moving now. Woo. Damn.
So, have you ever seen them letting off a bug gun in the labs? Hi. Excuse me. I grew up on a farm 20 miles out of Spokane.
Let's see if we can do Polaris.
I named my rifle before I named my pony, and I could take a can clean up.
Miss Radcliffe and I have been vigorously debating our non-interventionist policy in the area.
I was on the debate team in high school.
There may be a window for us to take direct action. Well, not us, as much as you.
A cargo ship ran aground on one of the coastal islands. We have it on satellite time-lapse, coming in at the head of the Biocult fog. That's how the creatures got here. Like a mutant cruise liner. The Love Boat with a vengeance. Sorry. Protocol is to wait for our raid teams to be deployed, or our pilot could airlift you now.
In such a scenario, I should mention that similar cargo ships could have been used to transport material from our sister corporations within the group. That's not a confirmation.
But someone like you could probably find a use for that material. A good use, if it was there. Which I guess I'm not telling you it is. That's how this works, right?
Quite. One more detail. I need you to sign this release form, agreeing that the group cannot be held accountable for any personal injury resulting from, but not limited to...
Sir.
It's for their own good. It's for your own good.
It's for my own good. See what happens.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Connection established.
Level 11.
Running real-time situation analysis.
You're a little tough. We should wait for Besosian to be back up. So we can impair like charge attack.
Analysis. Body of water contains potentially lethal electrical current.
Hey, Oni. Yep. Think I dodged that? Dude, I do not have a lot of health left. I definitely did not dodge that. Holy crap, I had 15 health. Defeated the first dungeon boss. Woohoo! Ow, that was crazy. Look at all those doppelgangers.
Analysis. Highly volatile biological material. Avoid close proximity. Identification. Cargo vessel Polaris. Reported lost in Atlantic Ocean August 14, 2007.
Wait. Why is it showing number 2? I already picked up number 2. That's weird. Yay, purge. That thing's a purge. Entropy's a purge. Ow. I'm trying to buy myself some time. I don't know that actually worked out. Holy crap. Well, I don't know why this is up here. It's down here. Okay. Oh, 2 bosses down.
Approaching a major biological threat. Exercise caution.
Those guys might be hurting me more than he is. Jesus. Hey, let's go.
Recommendation. Pursue threats to prevent regeneration of tissue damage.
Legend. I feel like that boss was the easiest one so far. lucky timing on that. Red Chambers, nice. Fisherman's Friend, for 25 job. Alright. See how this goes. All the people around them is good. I could have used the chosen. Oh, I should have. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Well then? Jesus Christ. Woo.
Detecting strong psychic signature emanating from inside the vessel. Exercise caution.
Two there. I don't know why I never thought there was two there. I don't remember that being a thing.
Source of strong psychic signature confirmed.
That's good. Oh, I didn't take it. Oh, and I used that too early. God damn it. Let's save that for time wall. There we go. Let's jump back into that. Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Proceed to extraction point for removal.
Critical empowerment.
Yay!
results.
We get a free blue neck piece now. That's actually pretty huge. Because we go into the Urdrog like a bit more powerful. Right?
Anomaly. Large etheric wave disturbance converging on extraction point.
I'm thinking instead of impair, maybe going for this gadget, just for a little extra tankiness. didn't even hit that.
Dimensional breach. Nothing coming. Not engaged until reality has been restored.
Ending the veil. Dude, we were playing Ring Around That Rock for quite a bit. Nice. I impaired that. Extinction.
Breaching dimensional breach. Nothing coming. Not engaged until reality has been restored.
Okay. Got some red chambers up there. Can you please fuck off? How did he come for both rocks I was hiding behind? That's not cool.
dimensional breach. Not destroyed. Conversations or reality are being destroyed.
Let's go! Agreed on that. Just tank a Cosmic Sundering. Also, our SP capped at 50. Outstanding! We are now acquainted with the entire dark species. R&D shall feast on the Urdrock for years. Just wait to see how decisive this victory was. Whatever in the circles of sea caused the flare in the first place, whatever caused the shift involved, the Drow into some island is perhaps the whole city. The Roshi were of course using you. They were eager to know the status of their lost cargo. The less you got rid of this. No matter. We prefer our accounts of terror to be first. What was that? Heat of aggression. Bam! 50 item empowerment. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging out, enjoying hopefully the new challenge. We're just soloed story mode Polaris. Level 11? Without spending any SP or AP. That's nice. I'm gonna try and find some of the raid here. In a minute. Kalandra is training Sea World. So go ahead and read them. Please.